This month we continue our series on how to compete with confidence. We wrap up with pillar 3. Pillar 3 is that you're always going to have your own back. You're always going to treat yourself well no matter what happens. Our Monday mindset is, when I make a mistake, I will always talk to myself the same way I would talk to my best friend if she did the same thing. What your gymnasts are most afraid of when they're competing is how they're going to feel about how they talk to themselves, about how they're going to treat themselves if they mess up or make a mistake. We can tune out or just not listen to the things that other people are saying. But when we agree with them or when we treat ourselves harshly, that's the thing we're actually most afraid of experiencing. And so your gymnast is afraid to compete because she's afraid of how she's going to treat herself and how she's going to feel when she talks to herself that way if she messes up. And so you have to teach your gymnast how to treat herself well when she makes mistakes. You have to teach her how to have her own back no matter what happens. When she goes into competition with a commitment that she's going to treat herself well no matter what happens, she is then going to be able to compete with so much more confidence. So here's the Monday mindset and what we have said about this and the way that you might say it to your gymnasts. The third and final pillar of self-confidence is the ability to trust yourself, to have your own back, to talk to yourself and treat yourself the same way you would your best friend. If things don't go the way you want them to, if you don't do everything perfectly, if you make a mistake, how are you going to treat yourself? Will you stick up for yourself, take care of yourself, support yourself no matter what? Will you talk to yourself with love, kindness, and encouragement? To have your own back means that you take care of yourself when you're in pain, not cause yourself more pain. When you are feeling angry, frustrated, or disappointed because you think that you didn't perform at your best, you will not cause more pain by talking negatively to yourself or about yourself. You will not make it mean something negative about your worth or your value or even your capabilities as a gymnast. You will not speak to yourself harshly or beat yourself up. You will not second guess yourself, tell yourself you did it wrong or that you should have done it differently. Instead, you will love, encourage, and support yourself. If you know that you are going to treat yourself horribly if you don't fulfill your expectations, you will be anxious and afraid. And this fear will actually then cause you to perform the very way you're afraid of performing. If you know that you're going to have your own back no matter what, you will feel confident and relaxed. Because the thing that you're most afraid of is how you're going to treat yourself. Having your own back comes from a belief that you are worthy and valuable no matter what happens. That your performance has nothing to do with your value or your lovability. You're already 100% valuable and lovable because you're a human being. And so you're going to choose to have your own back and trust yourself and treat yourself with gentleness and respect the exact same way you would your best friend if she did the same thing, no matter what. And when you do that, you are going to be able to compete with confidence.